I borrow your ATM card? Can't even buy a hit. You know, it's one of those things. We didn't go up there really, to tell you the truth, today with any aggression. You know, I thought we played very tentatively, defensively and offensively, and I think we waited for ourselves to make mistakes. And you know, when you wait for things like that to happen, they're going to happen, and we did. And you got to swing the bat early against good pitching. You know, we had opportunities in the first inning of both games to jump ahead. We didn't cash in on it, and so then you're relying on your pitcher to hold you at zero the rest of the way, and that's kind of tough. You know, that's where it goes.
In that first game, you know, Sarah gave you guys a pretty good start. You had a bit of bad luck with the one run that did score. Can you just talk about that play, what you saw? It looked like Gina had it in her glove, and you know, maybe just some lack of communication out there.
You know, it's one of those things you go over since August 25th. You know, it's the outfield communication play, and two people calling the ball right there, and there was just a bad play, and that's all there was to it. And you know, if you want to point fingers at any one individual on that one, you can't. It was both their issues, and it's just unfortunate it happened at that particular time. But you know, when you get down to playing the best teams in the country, and those are the things that you have to iron out. They have to be perfect. So, you know, that was one of those unfortunate situations that reared its ugly head at a really crucial time.
Ken, especially with a young team, I know it's tough to play a doubleheader when you get no hit in the first. Just because whatever confidence you had going in, hard to come by second time.
Yeah,
around.
you know, and you got to go back into the second one going, hey, it was only 1-0. You know, and that's really what it was. You know, you were one swing away from tying the ball game up. You know, when you had a person on base, it's only one swing away from winning the game. So, in fast pitch softball, when you get down to it, the best ones you're going to find there's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in a game. And you know, they only got 3, and one was questionable too. So, you know, you gotta play flawlessly, Greg. You know, and it comes down to those games. You got to play flawlessly. We didn't. They did.
How much do you think that no hitter carried over into your group psyche in that second game?
You know, I have a friend who's a sports psychologist. He tells me there's a major difference between men and women. You know, and girls have a tendency to carry things on a little bit longer than guys do. You know, guys have to back a little bit. It might have. I don't know. I like the way that we came out of the first inning for the second game. You know, I thought we had opportunities, but I thought, you know, as bad as we played, you know, I mean, their pitcher in the first game threw a great game, and their pitcher in the second game threw the game of her life. So, you know, just tip your hat to them too. We were down, they were up. They had good pitching. We had okay pitching today, and you know, they had the crucial base hits, and we made the crucial errors. Bad combination. Bad combination.
You mentioned that they were playing defense tentatively in the first game and kind of passive at the plate. Do you think the occasion got to them at all?
Good question. We'll find out tomorrow.
Ken, it's kind of the longest break you get during the year too, and that you not only have this, you get to sit on it and stew for 8-9 days.
Yeah.
Do you kind of give them time off or something like this, or you want to try and get them back out and put it out of their mind?
It's so funny, and I hope you guys take a look at the calendar every year. You know, we're in study finals week this week. They're not. We're in studies finals next week. The team we're playing's not. We have a tough deal in the Big East the way the schedule is set up. We're always at the end of our season against the toughest competition. I don't know why the Big East does it, but the toughest competition in the conference right during our finals study weeks. Yes, that has a lot to do with it mentally. It wears you out. Kids have papers due. Capri had to leave after the 5th inning because she had to get to a study class. You know, they got the right idea of what they're doing. At the same time that happened, we didn't prepare them well enough for this, in my opinion. So that's my fault. That goes on me, of not making sure that we were prepared mentally 3 weeks ago prior to today's date. So.